be kind. Be kind. And in order for you to be kind, as in to act kindly, you've got to be kind-hearted. Be kind-hearted. When you're kind-hearted, you will be kind. You will act kindly. It is very important to act kindly. You cannot claim to be a new creation if you do not have kindness, if you are not acting kindly. Because as a new creation, truly that you are, what has happened to you is that kind-heartedness has been birthed inside you. Kind-heartedness. Now you have to bring forth the kindness and act it out. Act kindness out. That is who you are, especially in this season where many are witnessing great economic downturn. Do not be wicked to a fellow brother. Do not be wicked to a fellow sister. Be kind. Be kind. Being kind can be interpreted in some ways. For many, that needs to have clarity. One thing to be kind means do not be judgmental. For example, one that is in need of something and reaches out to you or in a desperate situation, do not be quick to judge. To judge that, oh, it is because the person did not plan well, or because the person did not put the right effort well. We are not saying it's not because of that. Truly, it may be because of that. But kindness means do not act towards the person according to the person's failure. Do not act towards the person according to the person's weakness. If the person is already in a bad state, what should be done by you and I is to help in any capacity that we are able to. That is show of kindness, not judging the person according to what or what he has done, what he has not done, but to reaching out to help in a dire situation that the person has entered into. You know, the story of the Good Samaritan comes to mind. The man that was going from Jerusalem to Jericho was attacked by robbers. Now, the thing is this: one might say, why was he going from Jerusalem to Jericho? Why was he going from a blessed city to a cursed city? Why was whatever the movement? That is not our own to say. What matter here is not Jerusalem and is not Jericho. What matter is the human life. Human life is more important than Jerusalem or Jericho. What happens there is that there is a man who is wounded. The same thing happens to us in our daily life. It's not about where the person is coming from or where the person is going. It is about someone, the fact that someone is negatively affected. And now our concern is, how will this person be urgently helped? This is some culture, we see it a little bit in some climes, where even though the person is an armed robber and he was shot, they will still have to treat the person first before we now begin to go through the process of prosecution. You see, it is good to render kindness first. Don't let religion make you not to render kindness. Remember that story. The priest passed by but did not help the man. A Levite passed by but did not help the man. These were religious people. They didn't help the man not because they had hatred against the man, but because they do not understand what kindness means. They prioritize their sanctimonious practice. They magnify their do not touch, do not be part of this. They magnified it more than the human lives. Do you also magnify your religion more than human lives? If that is you, then check it out. Check yourself. You are not being kind. You are not actually representing God that you claim to serve by your religion. If you truly represent God that you serve by your religion, your God is kind. Is kind. Is kind. So be kind. Is kind. Be kind. Be kind. Therefore, if your heart is beginning to have judgment and bitterness, check your heart. Then you should center prayer on your heart, that the Lord will help your heart and feed your heart with words of kindness, with scriptures of kindness. Fill your heart with those words of kindness. Learn kindness. You might not have learned it before. Learn it. Learn to do good. Learn to help those who may not deserve it, but it is in your power to do it. To do the help that is in your power to do. We are not saying do what is not in your power to do. You must know the place of sacrifice, of doing what is not in your power to do, and the place of kindness. But we're focusing on kindness today. It's in your power to do it, then be kind to do it. And for you to be able to do, you have to overlook judgment. You have to overlook judgment. Then also you have to be compassionate. Compassionate means putting yourself in the shoe of the person. That's another thing that will make you to act kindly. Putting yourself in the shoe of the person. If you don't put yourself in the shoe of the person, if you think too highly of yourself, you will judge the person and you won't help the person. You won't be kind. Some people are not kind at workplace. In fact, when their fellow colleague makes mistake, they are happy inside because they want to prove something. No, be kind. Put yourself in the shoe. I've seen it happen again when someone will fall into a ditch and people will laugh. That's wickedness. The opposite of kindness can be likened to wickedness. You understand? Do not be wicked. Many people are wicked unknowingly. They were not really planning to be wicked. They didn't actually mean it to be wicked. But you see, when you exhibit the attitude that is unloving and unkind, it tantamounts to wickedness. It means wickedness. Wickedness is actually overlooking good. You are overlooking, you are ignoring a good deed that you ought to do. Wickedness can also mean thinking evil against someone. That's wickedness. Do not think evil. Put yourself in the person's shoe. Put yourself in the person's shoe. This is also a very good word for every leader. Leaders in several organizations, in institutions, at workplace, even in the government. Let us have these words within us. Let us learn to be kind. In kindness, we will make the right policy. Kindness will make us to make the right policy, because we will put people in our shoes before we decide. It's kindness that make people to deny themselves of some excesses. I say, because someone else's needs to be attended to. Kindness makes someone respect. It makes you respect. You see young people who will not respect elderly people. Like maybe you get to a place and there's only one space, but there's an elderly person and you are there. No, you have the right to the place, but being kind to an elder, you know the bones of elders are weaker than that of the younger people. So because of that, you kind. I say, oh, do not stand for too long. Can you have a seat? I can still stand. That is, kindness makes you offer honor and respect to someone. Be kind today, tomorrow, and every day, and God loves you. Thank you.